And of course, in the 2 years since those brutal attacks, Israel and Hamas have waged a deadly war that has absolutely devastated Gaza. The Hamas-run Gaza Ministry of Health says at least 67,000 people have been killed there in that time. Among that number, thousands of women and children, all while those still living experience a humanitarian crisis, a lack of food and basic resources. Israeli airstrikes have been reported in Gaza even today. Hani Almadhoun has experienced the grief of this war on a personal level, and while providing aid to Gazans, Hani started the Gaza Soup Kitchen with his brother Mahmoud, who was killed last year. He's the co-founder of the Gaza Soup Kitchen and has been involved in efforts to provide aid for Gaza. He has personally seen members of his own extended family killed, including his brother and Gaza Soup Kitchen co-founder Mahmoud. Hani, we thank you so much for joining us, and our condolences for the loss of your brother and all of your family members. What can you tell us about life in Gaza right now as your family and friends there are experiencing it today?
Well, great to be with you again. Thank you for having me. Look, things are very difficult in Gaza City, especially. Supplies for food are dwindling, water is running low, and the community is really looking for food. A few families are sheltering inside the hospital. We got some meals to them today, basically some bread, and we felt like a big achievement. Unfortunately, the people who remain in Gaza City continue to face crisis, not just the bombs and the destruction, but also the food insecurities. My parents remain in the front line serving soup, water, even produce if we can get it because this is important.
We've reported in the past extensively on the aid workers who have been killed and the dangers that Gazans face trying to get food. What's the situation like there for aid workers and those who are still trying to get aid?
Well, the Palestinians in Gaza have not seen a lot of aid being allowed in. What is happening is the Israeli army allows mostly commercial trucks to be sold, meaning stuff for the supermarket shelves. So that's what's been allowed. A lot of the aid has been denied for a number of reasons. And that's unfortunate because the Palestinians are not getting the help they need because, hey, you could buy stuff at the store.
How optimistic are you that a ceasefire deal will be achieved?
Uh, we are realists as Palestinians, but we never leave hope because that's the only thing we control. I do think this is the best. The reports I'm reading have been encouraging. There is some agreements already about the first phase, but let's be honest, we need a durable ceasefire. We do not want to have a break for a day and then go back to another nightmare. Gaza suffered enough. More than 70% of the homes are gone. A lot of people need medical aid. They're not getting that.
We just heard from Rachel Goldberg, Poland, whose son Hirsch was abducted in the October 7th attacks and eventually killed. We asked her about her hopes for a future and Israelis and Palestinians to live in peace. Do you have the similar goal?
Absolutely. One of those days, I'll buy them coffee if they ever come to DC. This is a fellow American family that have struggled like my own family. I have been in touch actually with this family in one occasion at least, and I wish them well. I applaud their courage and moral clarity. The reality is, I'm just tired because if she has the luxury now to talk about this, but my family is in the front line. I worry that my last remaining brother in Gaza would be targeted just because he's getting bred to a hospital.
We never had the pleasure of meeting your family, your brother Mahmoud. Tell us about him. What made him smile? What makes you smile when you think about him?
His kids, he has 7 kids. The youngest is 10 months old. She was born and he was debating what to name her, and then an Israeli drone killed him. What gives me hope and what makes me smile is how innovative he was to help the community. The work we're doing is hard. It puts our family in the front line of danger, but that's the legacy that our family, that's the role we're playing in this nightmare in Gaza. He meant well to the world. I want this nightmare to end because we have not grieved, because we worry that there is another nightmare around the corner. My 2 little girls here went already to two memorial services for 2 of their uncles and some of their nephews and nieces. I hope this is it. I hope this brings an end to this.
Hani Almadhoun, we thank you once again for coming back on the show. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.